Doing?
Doing great.
Good.
How about you?
Doing great, thank you. Where from?
We're from Philippines.
Welcome. Kamusta po?
Doing great.
Mabuti?
But we're living in Kuwait.
Yeah, good. I was living in Dubai.
Oh,
Yeah, 90% of my friends are Kabayan.
okay.
So I'm always telling them that bagod na bagod ako kasi matanda at mataba ako. Welcome. So I'd like to welcome you to Egypt, especially in our gallery here. My name is Mo. I'm gonna be your little guide for the next few minutes. I'll give you a quick idea about the papyrus plant and how the ancient Egyptians used it to make the first paper ever. That we call it the papyrus paper, and that goes back to more than 5,000 years ago.
Wow.
You know, first all the plant itself, and this is a miracle itself, because the plant itself doesn't grow anywhere. Just as here in Egypt, along the banks of the River Nile, and just in the north of Egypt, and doesn't grow anywhere else in the whole world. And it was a holy one because of two reasons. First one, it's the flowers that looks like the sun rays, the symbol of Amun-Ra, the god of the sun. Second reason, the most crazy one, the stem of the plant that takes the pyramid shape. So look at that when we cut it. And then look at the shape of the stem, it takes a pyramid shape. And this is the only plant that on earth that got a triangular stem, not a rounded one. And to make the paper out of it, we cut the inner white part into thin slices like this. We soaked in water for 6 days. After 6 days, we get the light color like this one here. But when we leave it in water longer, we get the dark color or the brown one like this one. So longer we leave it in water, the darker we get. And after that, we arrange the slices between two sheets of carpets in vertical and horizontal lines, and actually weave them like basket weaving. So we don't add any chemicals or glue because the slide is gonna stick together naturally with the natural sugar inside the plant. So all we need is to recover it, and we put it under the press down for another 6 days, and that's it. You know? In ancient time, they were using like rocks to press it. After 12 days in total, 6 days in water, 6 days on the press, we get a sheet of paper like this one here. Look at that. You know, in your hand, the first paper ever, the strongest one, and the only antibacterial
Parang
paper.
plywood.
That's why it lasts us for 1,000 years. تفضل يا أستاذ.
It's natural. All 100% natural.
You know, the
No
oldest paper-
chemicals.
So no chemicals at all. So sorry, my friends, switch on the light because we have some many types of this paper. As everything in our life, there's something original and something Chinese or fake in other words.
Yeah.
That's why everywhere you find a lot of people selling the fake paper. That looks similar because they made it out of banana leaves and sugar cane. That's why the fake paper lasting maximum of 1 year. Okay, the colors on it are printed or stamped, but the original paper, first of all, it lasts forever, and all the bendings around you done by hand. And you know what is the biggest difference between or why this paper is the best? The original paper is waterproof and washable. So when you write anything on it, if you did any mistake, we can wash it off by using just water. Leave it to dry or use it again. So look at this one here. So you can squeeze it.
It will not break?
Paper doesn't come burst, it's still one piece and it's still so strong. All we need is to leave it to dry. The thing that will drive you crazy is how long does it take to dry? Because it takes maximum 10 minutes. How we're used to it. Can you imagine? And that's why we're recycling this industry to be the best souvenir you can get from Egypt, because it's the only souvenir that will last forever. And after we make the paper, we'll send it to the most famous artists to draw all the beautiful paintings around. Each one here got meaning and got story. For example, this is a masterpiece and the most famous one. The main reason behind the building of the pyramids. And ever you ask yourself why the pyramids were built, not how, why the pyramids were built. The reason behind the building of the pyramids, because they believed in afterlife.
Yeah.
And this is the only one that was talking about the afterlife. Just you wanted to make sure if that person was guilty or not. By weighing his heart, again is the feather. If the heart goes down, it means he was a guilty one and there is no afterlife for him. And if the heart was lighter than the feather, it means he was a good one. And Horus, the God of protection, will give him the key of life. This one here, to enter the paradise to live the eternal life. Second one we have is this beautiful one. Let me call it the tree of life or the family tree. Just come closer, please. And this is the first family tree ever, guys. And by the way, in ancient time, they used to write the family names in it, like father, mother, and children. I can make it yours by writing your family names in hieroglyphic letters. And it takes maximum 3-4 minutes to draw it by hand. And this one here is a love story, Tutankhamun and his wife and honeymoon. And this is the first proposal ever. And he was so lucky because the proposal was coming from the queen's side. She proposed to him by offering him the lotus flower, the biggest symbol of love. If the king touches the flowers with the left, it means he accepts the love of the queen. Why the left hand? Because the left hand is closer to the heart. That's why we're still wearing the wedding rings on the left. Okay? And right here are the couple's names like husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend. All the names will be done. Here we have an example for writing the names. So we write the names in hieroglyphic letters. And it takes us 3-4 minutes to write it. And finally we have here the Egyptian calendar. The first calendar ever, the first idea about the timing and about the horoscopes. You know, goes back to 2,550 years ago.
Yeah.
And here we can see 4 double shapes of God Horus representing the 4 directions, like east, west, north, south. The 4 ladies representing the 4 seasons, and all of them are 12, representing the 12 months of the year. And their heads are 24, representing the 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
In the center, you can see all the zodiac signs, all the stars, like Libra, and Scorpio. And the word itself, horoscope, is taken from the name of this god, the god Horus, the god of protection. Okay? So anyway, guys, you find the price of each one written in black number in USD. The price here in American dollars, except dollars, euros, and credit card. And for writing the names, we add extra $5 for writing the whole name, plus the price of the print. So whatever you make it, you get it without the frame, we roll it up, and we put in a carton tube to make it so easy to drop. And you are here at governmental place. Here no washing or hassle. Take it or leave it up to you.